Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a purple-yellow OP04 Crocodile. It's mainly centered around Baroque works and event shenanigans. It works surprisingly well. It's kind of similar to Queen, just in a slightly different playstyle. Um, a more faster, aggressive version of Queen, I would say. So, starting off, we've got Crocodile's ability. When you return Dawn from the field to your Dawn deck through one of your effects, add one Dawn from your Dawn deck as active. So this means if you have one Dawn left over at the end of the turn, you activate this event, Dawn -1, then you get another active Dawn to then use another event. So it's really good, really nasty with these two events in particular, and even Narikaburo Arrow. So let's get into it. So we've got 4 Crocodiles, insane card, similar to Katakuri in yellow. On play, Dawn -2, if your leader's type includes Baroque works, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck on top of your life. So just straight up heals you for 8 cost. And then on your opponent's attack, you can draw 1, trash 1 from your hand. And yes, this effect does work if you have multiple on the field. If you somehow get 2, 3, 4 on the field, you will be drawing 2, 3, 4 cards and trashing the same amount every single turn. It's insane. It is Dawn -1, so I would be sparing with that, just to keep in mind, but still really good. 4 Missile Sundays. Really good on play effect. Add up to 1 rested Dawn to your cost area, and if you have 6 or more Dawn, draw 1 card. Knowing that she's a 5 cost, you're almost certainly going to have 6 or more Dawn. Trigger Dawn -2, play this card. Insane. Free draw, free 5k body on the field. Not free, you have to pay -2 Dawn, but that's not nearly a setback in this deck specifically, let alone in general. That's just not much. We've got 4 Baroque work searchers. Miss Valentine, not much else to say about her. She also has a trigger to play herself. Yeah. 4 Mr. 4. He's a 7k blocker for -1 Dawn, and then when you get the -1 Dawn, you get it paid back from Crocodile's event, so everything just has really good synergy with each other. You have Miss Friday, which is basically just a 2k counter. I would never really use this effect. 4 Sanjis for a 2k counter and a really good draw engine if you happen to get him early. I really like this card, a lot of people don't, but I think he's amazing. 4 Crackers, insane trigger, insane effect. Not much else to say, just one of the best yellow cards in general. 4 Capone for some extra survivability, defendability, 2k counter, and then good trigger as well. Sanji, trigger blocker, 5k blocker, 1k counter, really good, one of the best yellow cards as well. Hell's Judgment, one of the best events in the game in general, and it's only Dawn -1, which is ridiculous. So even though it costs 2 Dawn, you only have to return 1 to the deck. This card is so good. It's like a twice the power of Happiness Punch. And I just realized how good that card was. My goodness. Color Trap, Dom +1k counter, and then rest a 4 or lower. Pretty good. Especially if we're getting rid of pesky blockers and stuff like that, just rest them and then attack them with leader for X amount of Dawn next turn and take care of them. Weakness is a sin, Dawn -1, up to one of your leaders or characters gains +1 power this turn. Now that does last the whole turn, so if you can stack 1 or 2 on top of each other, you're not going to get touched that turn for the most part. Really good effect. When I was reading it in pre-release, I was like, what am I missing for this card? It's just a 1 cost 1k counter and it's a -Dawn, but I didn't realize it was the entire turn, so really good. And then there's, I'll try to pronounce this, Narikaburo Arrow. If you have 2 or less life cards in your area, give up to one of your opponent's leaders or characters -3,000 power during this turn. So if we have 2 life or less, it is basically a guard point. It's actually a little bit better than that, because it's -3,000 during this turn, so if they could reset themselves somehow or attack twice, then it will invalidate that twice as much. So let's get into the gameplay. So my opponent chooses to go second, so I mulligan. I do find a 2-cost Searcher, so that's going to be good for next turn, but I pass it to my opponent as I'm not able to do anything. They do find their signature yellow first turn Pudding and reveal a Sanji, so they've got the next turn laid out for them as well. Maybe a second Pudding, nope. He's going to pass to me. I top deck Sanji. Now I'm going to attack with 6 into Katakuri, attacking first to avoid any triggers, and now I'm going to place Sanji and pass, as I don't need to look for anything Baroque works right now, and the more I get through my deck and sift through it, the more likely I am to hit the search when I need it, ideally. He plays 3 for Armada, probably going to rest Sanji and try to KO him, which is pretty annoying to be honest, because he's a good draw engine, he's nice to have early. This happens more often than not, where people just target him and kill him, but it's fine. They did expend quite a lot of Dawn into that, and Armada's not like the best character to have on the field in my opinion. More of a 2k counter, but 7 to Sanji, he's definitely dead, and I top deck Nukabura Arrow, probably going to go with a Cracker here. I'm going to attack first to avoid any triggers. No triggers, so we're good. And I'm either going to go into the Sanji or the Cracker, not sure here, maybe even the Searcher. Go into the Searcher. Find Miss All Sunday, probably going to take her because she is a really good way to ramp up your Dawn and keep more cards in hand. 3 Dawn left. Probably just going to take the L and pass. Probably should have went for the Cracker or a Sanji there, but not too bad of a turn. Still have the event if I wanted to use it, so that's always good. Hit the trigger, but not really a trigger I'm looking to use at the moment. I'd rather just have the event in hand. And I think they're going to pass to me. Yep. Top deck a 2k counter. Probably going to play Miss All Sunday. And then use whatever Dawn I have left to attack. And or keep it for counters. I attach 1 to leader and swing with 6. Probably gonna prompt a counter response. There's the 2k Pudding. And opponent draws for turn. So here he's not putting a lot of pressure on me at all, so I'm kind of just looking for the 8-cost Crocodile, because that card is insane and it's a huge body on the field that is a massive problem for them. He's kind of turtling up a lot right now. He already had a blocker out and we just summoned another one. I think that would have been better spent into just straight up attacking me, and he definitely should have attached 2 Dawn to Sanji right there to draw a card. If he didn't summon him this turn, I was not paying complete attention there. 10k to life, probably just gonna take it, not really much else I can do. Unless I want to discard a bunch of stuff. Oh, I could rest his Sanji if I was so inclined. So it looks like I do decide to rest the Sanji. And take the hit regardless. And there's the Crocodile I was looking for. Sometimes things just work out. Draw for turn. Top deck another Searcher, which is always nice. And I think I should just drop the Crocodile as soon as possible. It is such a good card. Gonna attack to to avoid any blockers or counters first. Or triggers is what I was going for there. 5 to life with Miss All Sunday. Reducing the cards in his hand pretty efficiently. Takes a trigger. He's gotten really unlucky on his triggers or something, I noticed this game. Not like I've had insane luck either, but him more so. Feeling pretty good with 2 active events. Plenty of cards in hand, super healthy hand. Only thing we're really scared of at this point is a Big Mom. That'd be kind of inconvenient, but it'd be fine as long as he didn't play 2. If he played multiple Big Moms this turn, I think or this game, I probably would have lost. So on on attack, I use Crocodile's action to draw, and I draw another Crocodile, which is exactly what I wanted, actually. And now I'm just going to try to go ahead and counter up best I can, so I can keep healing myself fairly efficiently. This deck doesn't seem like it would work on paper, but it does a surprisingly good job at doing it. It's really fun. All these decks that came out in OP04 are really fun. It's just that some feel very clearly better than others, at least at the moment. Rebecca is like a super fully fledged out archetype, but blue can just really give it such a hard time at the moment. I'm not sure if that will change in OP05, but at least there will be like some other black decks doing stuff like the new Rob Lucci card and blue-black Sakazuki and some other stuff. Blue seems super strong right now, just in general. It's a little bit frustrating. Just getting me hawked in 3000 World and Gum Gum Red Rocked, and you know, feels bad. So I'm gonna drop the 8, drop Croc here, use the card action to heal myself, which feels just so amazing, and then going to swing into life for 8 probably, and or 9. Wow, he's an 8-9. It's pretty good. Swing into life for 9. He's probably not going to be able to do anything about it. He takes it, actually. Takes it, activates the trigger for a blocker, but if he does not kill me this turn, he's dead. So basically, you can see how fast that Crocodile really made an impact. It healed me, and then it drew me into the card I needed, and then I did another one to heal again, completely invalidating their good early game. And now their Big Mom is probably going to be just a little bit too little too late, and I think they really needed to spend the dawn investing into killing that Crocodile on the field right now, or I just don't think there's going to be a way for them to win at this point. So on opponent's attack, draw 1, trash 1. Plenty of the events in my hand, all of the events. Draw another card, and probably just going to trash it because it's a 1k counter. Probably going to take the loss on the blocker, or the searcher, sorry. And next turn I have 2 9Ks plus a leader, so it's pretty GG. And then I hit the trigger to add another Dawn, which helps as well. Now I think I might have 10 Dawn again. Yep. So everything pretty much worked out for me there. I did play a little bit better than them in my opinion as well, and maybe they just didn't see cards they needed or whatever. But good game to them. It's always fun playing against yellow, because you just never really know what's going to happen, and it's always a hard game every time. You have to adjust on your feet. Whereas it's like blue, it's kind of like, oh, they drew the card that puts my card on the bottom of the deck. How should I have defended that? And obviously, like, there's ways to play around stuff, but like, it feels really bad, you know what I mean? Anyways, 12k to life. That's going to be it. W for the Crocodile. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and until the next time, I will see you later.